Dear listeners, I'm here today to talk about another index, not about the National Cybersecurity Index, but about European Union Cybersecurity Index. And of course, the first question is why another index? There are several indexes about cybersecurity already existing. And why does European Union really need another one? So I will talk shortly about this journey that has happened in the last 3 years in European Union. Because the basic question in European Union is the same, that we do know there are several recent legal acts, normative acts, regulations concerning cybersecurity. And the member states of European Union should follow these regulations and laws. But how to measure? Are countries doing good? Are the member states really effective in implementing these regulations or not? This is the basic question of European Union currently, and that's why this index appeared. But before elaborating further why exactly this index is needed, I really would like to focus on that before starting this index development, a lot of discussions were dedicated to the question how really do this index and the future gathering of data in a manner that it's not an extra burden for the member states, because already, as I mentioned, there are indexes available. And the European Union member states are part of these indexes as well, and they need to deliver data there as well. So it's like a new task for the member states. That's why this how question is important. And it's good to recognize that in this discussion, it was really thought through how to gather the data about member states based on existing data already, like Eurostat or Eurobarometer data, or existing research data could be used also in this new cybersecurity index. Of course, there are some indicators also in this future European Union index that member states should still deliver their data or input, but the aim is to use different sources for this new EU index. But yes, why this new index? So some slides now about this topic. Indexes, to measure the country better, we need both qualitative and quantitative data. So this new index should be a mix of both kind of data. And again, here, the source of the data it depends, but member states are, let's say, able to collect this new kind of qualitative data as well as quantitative. When we take the regulations of European Union in recent years, then there are new acts adopted which really regulate what the countries should do. And ENISA, European Union Cybersecurity Agency, has also got additional tasks to assess this, let's say, progress in the countries. So this index is also needed because of new tasks of this European Cybersecurity Agency. And ENISA is also obliged to gather and develop a cybersecurity report and also report the status of cybersecurity in European Union to the Parliament. So that's another reason why there is a need of additional data, and this need cannot be really covered with existing indexes, what we already have about cybersecurity. So the most recent regulation or directive, Network and Information Security Directive from the last year, really says clearly that ENISA has new tasks, these reporting tasks, And also there is a need to come up with recommendations to the member states from ENISA part to help countries then to find gaps and also to implement new and suitable measures to improve the status of the cybersecurity in their country. So, but back to this European Union project about creating the index. So where are we now? So this project started 2021. And the first stage was really dedicated to the research, that what are the existing indexes, what are the indicators in existing indexes. So also the mapping of existing regulative requirements was really made. Also the all possible data sources were researched, how to find easily existing data and not ask the member states once more. So a lot of work has been already done. And so also to make this work closer to the member states or get timely feedback, ENISA created a working group of cybersecurity experts. So, and this expert group has been really working regularly and having meetings. And now there is a stage of testing of this new index, because more or less the questionnaire, the indicators, they are already developed. And now the member states in last year have been trying to answer these questions or find the data to really measure the country based on this new methodology. So this is called like the pilot stage at the moment. And also ENISA has put a lot of effort on developing the visualizations because in the end nobody has today time to read 100 pages report, but if there are nice pictures or nice graphs, we would rather prefer them. So this visualization part is also very important in the new index. Now coming closer to this content of the index or to the indicators, the first conclusion of the last 3 years is that it's changing. What is quite sure already that there are 4 main areas of indicators. These areas are policy, capacity, market, industry, and operations. And they do have subtopics, and then every subtopics has a number of indicators. So in the beginning, there were like 58, but I have a slide here that after pilots with the member states in 2023, the number of indicators has changed, and I think it will keep changing because there are new regulations adopted by European Union, like this NIS2 directive, for example, which means there are new requirements to the member states, which should be considered as part of the new index as well. So it shows already that developing an index is not a one-time job. It's a process planned for a longer time already, we know. And the status of the index is that this year, now the pilot with member states is getting to an end. So it should be more or less ready, the methodology of the new index, and it should be published and really made official next year. So this is the conclusive picture about the status of this ENISA new cybersecurity index project. As I said, in the end of this year, it will be closed. The pilot stage will be closed, and then it will be published and finalized. And the last part of this is also dedicated to the visualizations about the data gathered from the member states. So, and just a few words about the future directions that have been discussed during this development. European Union needs indexes that are used for multiple years, that it's not one-time effort, that this visualization part will be also developed further. And also European Union has done already several nice visualizations, but this index should be also, let's say, harmonized with existing visualizations to improve all sides. And that's basically where we are. So we are hoping to get the new index next year published, and it's a good study material and also a lot of work for member states in future. Thank you for listening.
Well, Epp, thank you very much for offering us this little bit wider context to the overall development of various indexes. And our workshop hasn't come up with any questions to you, but I was wondering to ask myself, Epp, why do you think we need cybersecurity indexes in general? Because one could say that ultimately these things are arbitrary and sometimes perhaps not entirely 100% sort of like still information is hard to get and update. Yet there seems to be this trend towards more and more indexes. EU is doing one. There's the Global Cybersecurity Index of the ITU, the e-Governance Academy, and there are many others, of course.
Well, I think there are two sides. One side, I think it's a good tool to manage, or like European Union, as I said, they have a lot of regulations concerning cybersecurity. Now they want to make sure that these regulations or directives are implemented. So through this index, they see as a tool, you can measure where the countries are. But on the other hand, being also like a practitioner in a member state, I would say also the public authorities in member states need this kind of tool very much, because if you are responsible for policy making in cybersecurity area, you need to know that what are other countries doing. And and the European Union index, I think it's a bit like next level to the National Cybersecurity Index, that it has more elements, or they are more like European Union centered focused elements. So for European Union member states, it should be useful.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for coming here and sharing this experience from your background with us.